Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Pittsylvania County Planning Commission regular meeting, Tuesday, April 2nd. The time is 7 o'clock. Roll call, please.
Mr. Webb?
Here.
Mr. Brown?
Here.
Mr. Waters?
Here.
Ms. Meese?
Here.
Mr. Dalton?
Here.
Mr. Oakes?
Here.
Ms. Henderson?
Here.
Mr. Harker?
Here. Please stand and join me for a moment of silence, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. The hearing of the citizens, is there anyone here tonight to address this board regarding anything that's not on our agenda tonight? No one
We did
has
not have
signed up.
anyone signed up.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. Approval of the agenda. The floor is open for a motion on the agenda.
I make a motion, we approve agenda.
Motion by Mr. Oakes. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Ready to vote on the agenda?
I ain't seen it.
Motion to approve the agenda is approved. 7 in favor, 0 against. Approval of the minutes. Floor is open for a motion on the minutes.
Mr. Chairman, I move we approve the minutes.
I got one correction.
Oh.
In case R23-017, I voted against that, and it doesn't show it here. It's got me with the yeses, and I even got a call thanking me for voting against it.
Okay. Madam Clerk, did you hear that?
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Oakes? Is there a motion there too,
I make a motion that we approve the minutes now.
with that correction? Is there a second?
A second.
Second by Mrs. Meese. We're ready to vote? Motion is approved, 7 yes, 0 no. I do not have anything to report tonight for the chairman's report. We'll get right into our cases for the month. At 7:04, case R-24-003 is now open for public hearing. Mrs. Ragsdale.
Case R-24-003, Gregory Gomersall has petitioned to rezone 5.96 acres located on State Road 698, Henry's Mill Road, in the Dan River Election District from R1 Residential Suburban Subdivision District to A1 Agricultural District to allow for agricultural uses on the property. Once the property is rezoned to A1, all uses listed under Section 35-178 are permitted. The staff summary is enclosed in the board packet. Mr. Chairman, Gregory Gomersall is here to represent the petition.
Mr. Gomersall, do you have anything to add to the information that we already have in our packet?
Can you come up to the That's okay.
Come to the mic.
Just come to the microphone.
Hi. No, what I'm trying to do is start an apple farm.
Okay.
So I've already purchased, made a major purchase on a bunch of Honeycrisp apples. Beautiful property, if everybody's ever been down Henry's Mill Road, an old farmhouse that we bought 9 years ago. We've been working on it ever since. So,
All right. Great. Thank you, sir. No one has signed up to speak to this case. Is there anyone here that would like to? Okay. Would you like to speak to this case? Yes. Please come forward. That's okay. Just state your name for the record.
My name is Edith Petty, and this is my sister Elizabeth Edmonds.
Elizabeth Lipford Edmonds, Edith Lipford Petty. We're representing the Robert G. Lipford property, which is our property, just haven't properly transferred over in our name because
Okay.
We got the letter about the,
Just haven't done it.
from this young man, and we don't understand the logistics of it.
Okay.
So what does it mean when he says,
I love Honeycrisp apples.
yeah, we want to have, so we just don't know, what does that mean?
Basically, he's rezoning from R1 residential, or he's requesting to zone it to A1 agriculture,
Okay,
meaning anything under agriculture, A1 agriculture would be permitted on the property,
okay. On our property, on his property?
on his property.
On his, that's what we want to know.
Yeah.
Because we're in the midst of trying to sell our property.
I understand.
So if somebody wants to buy, so that's all we wanted to find out. We just didn't know, and so we wanted to come and represent that. So thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely.
And we'll be glad to have your honey crisp apple. That's all we wanted to do.
All right. Thank you. Anyone else? All right. At 7:07, public hearing is closed. Mr. Brown,
Yes, sir, Mr. Chairman. In R-24-003, I would like to make a motion to approve this rezoning.
motion by Mr. Brown. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Second by Ms. Henderson. Please cast your vote.
Mine didn't come up. I vote yes.
Okay.
Motion carries, 7 in favor, 0 against. Thank you, sir. At 7:08, case R-24-005 is now open for public hearing. Mrs. Ragsdale.
Case R-24-005, JDA Associates Incorporated have petitioned to rezone 0.414 of an acre located on State Road 745 Mount View Road in the Chatham Blair's election district from A1 Agricultural District to R1 Residential Suburban Subdivision District to allow the property to be consolidated with an adjacent parcel zoned R1. Once the property is rezoned to R1, all uses listed under section 35-222 are permitted. And we do have a representative with JDA Associates here to represent the
All right.
petition.
Please come forward, sir, and state your name for the record.
My name is Billy Talbot.
Billy Talbert.
This 4/10 of an acre is part of about 44 acres that we owned in behind the other properties on the road. And this individual that we're going to deed this to built their garage on one of our entrances to our property. So we've just surveyed off a 4/10 of an acre, put this garage on it so we can give it to them we're rezoning it to R1 to match their property.
I got you.
That's in a nutshell what we're trying to do.
Okay, fixing that. Anybody, any questions for? All right. All right, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Anyone here tonight to speak for or against this case? All right. It's 7:10, public hearing is closed. Mr. Waters.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. In case R24-005, I make a motion to approve the application to rezone .414 acres from A1 to R1 to allow for the property to be consolidated with an adjacent parcel zoned R1.
Motion by Mr. Waters. Is there a second?
I second.
Second by Mrs. Meese. Please cast your vote.
Yes.
Motion carries, 7 in favor, 0 against. At 7:11, case R-24-0007 is now open for public hearing. Mrs. Ragsdale.
Case R-24-007, Donald Fouts has petitioned to rezone 2 parcels totaling 21.407 acres located on Washburn Drive in the Westover Election District from R1 Residential Suburban Subdivision District to A1 Agricultural District to allow for the placement of an accessory structure. Once the property is rezoned to A1, all uses listed under Section 35-178 are permitted. The staff summary is included in the board packet. Mr. Chairman, Donald Fouts is here to represent the petition.
Mr. Fouts. Good evening, sir. Is there anything you'd like to?
Oh, you guys are doing good. So mine is, you might as well laugh versus cry. So I decided to get one of these metal structures. I'm sure you guys see them on social media, like 12 to 1,500 square feet. Now, I live on like 35, 36 acres. I don't have neighbors or anything. So I go and find what I think is the best spot to put this structure. And it's going to require some work, a road being put in and all that. And I said, well, let me do the right thing. I said, I'm going to go get a permit, I had 10 people tell me, he said, you live in the county, you're just dumb to go get a permit. And I said, well, I just believe in doing the right thing, I can't say I was always that way, but the Lord changed me. But to do the right thing, I went and got the permit, got everything. So I get like, I don't know, at least 20 ton, 100 tons of gravel, get a driveway cut in with a bulldozer and all this. And I got this thing formed up and I'm getting ready to get it poured. I mean, it's perfect. It's sitting in the right spot. I got my permit. And then they call me and say, I'm sorry, we issued that permit in error. And I said, what? I said, this can't be. I said, issued in error? What does that mean? Well, you can't put it there. That's considered your front yard. I said, I don't even have a yard. I don't even have neighbors. I just have a bunch of land around me, And they were like, well, we're sorry. And I was like, well, what can we do? So they said that I had to call out a surveyor to have a line raced, and then, it was kind of expensive. And then I had to send out letters to everybody around me, what was about $500 to send out letters to see if anybody would disapprove of it. And I was just like, well, I'm just thankful to be here and be able to get it done.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at, So I don't have, I even had one of my, distant neighbors is Pastor Lackey. He's a good friend of mine. And he said, we just wanted to make sure you wasn't going to bulldoze the top of that hill and bring in, 30 head of cattle. And so I said, no, I just want my little building to put stuff in. And that's how I ended up here. So
Okay.
that I'm asking for that for no other reason.
Okay. All right. Any questions for Mr. Fouts? All right. Thank you, sir. Anyone else here tonight to speak to this case? At 7:14, public hearing is closed. Let's see, Mr. Webb.
Mr. Chairman, in regards to case R-24-007, I make a motion we recommend approval the rezoning from residential to A1 agriculture.
Motion by Mr. Webb. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Brown. Please cast your vote. Motion carries, 7 yes, 0 against. At 7:15, case S-24-005 is now open for public hearing. Mrs. Ragsdale.
Case S-24-005, Jesse and Jacob Quisenberry have petitioned for a special use permit on 0.89 acres located on State Road 1163 Douglas Drive in the Tunstall Election District to allow for the placement of a double-wide manufactured home in accordance with Pennsylvania County Code, Section 35-223. The staff summary is enclosed in your board packet. Mr. Chairman Jesse Quisenberry is here to represent the petition.
Okay. All right, thank you. Is there anyone else here to speak to this case?
We do not have anyone signed up.
Okay. Mr. Oakes, do you have any questions for the applicant?
No, no, sir. That development, everything is all double wide, so I don't
Okay.
see any problem at all.
All right. Then at 7:16, public hearing is closed. Mr. Oakes?
Mr. Chairman, in case S-24-005, I make a motion that we issue a special use permit for the placement of a double-wide mobile home.
Motion by Mr. Oakes. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Second by Ms. Henderson. Please cast your vote. Motion carries 7 yes, 0 against. At 7:17, case S-24-006 is now open for public hearing. Mrs. Ragsdale.
Case S-24-006, Bradley Childress has petitioned for a special use permit on 4.98 acres located on State Road 694, David Giles Lane in the Chatham Blair's Election District to allow for the placement of a double-wide manufactured home in accordance with Pennsylvania County Code, Section 35-223. The staff summary is enclosed in the board packet. Mr. Chairman, Bradley Childress is here to represent the petition. Actually, it's a representative from the
Okay.
company he's purchasing the home
If
from.
you would, state your name for the record, if you don't mind. Thank you.
My name is Donna Thacker. I'm the owner of Virginia Carolina Homes. And we're wanting to get Mr. Childers in a home. He just moved to the area and he's actually becoming a deputy in Pennsylvania County. He's going through the training now. He come to our sales center. He was looking for land. He was looking for a home at a certain price. And we actually are going to sell him a lot model. I mean, it's a nice double wide. It's sheetrock inside. I mean, it's not, you know, your typical bottom end double wide. He's going to put a building off to the side, a garage. He's building a nice A-frame front porch. I mean, and plus he's going to leave all the woods that's in front at the roadage. This is enough for a driveway. And then all the way around him, he's going to leave woods. This actual lot used to be a farm, and they went through there and made it. And I did a little drawing showing there's 3 different parcels that come off of David Childs Road that's agriculture. And then there's his property, and then everything else is R1. But, you know, my thing of it is, yes, I want to sell a home. You know, that's normal. But, you know, he's willing to be a deputy in Pennsylvania County to protect and serve. And, you know, he can't help what his budget is. And so, I mean, myself, I'm letting him have a lot model that I'm not even ready to let go, but I'm going to let him have it if we can get this approved. Harrison is the realtor on that, and he actually thought it was A1 because he knew it back when the whole thing was farm. And so, you know, he wrote the contract. We've got the contract here to buy the land, and then I went in and checked and seen R1, and I contacted Emily and said, hey, we got a problem here. So that's what I'm doing here is trying to get that changed to a special use permit.
All right. Whose district is this?
It's me, Chatham Blair.
Okay, do you have any questions? Or?
I don't, but I actually live on David Giles Lane. I know where this
Exactly where
location is, and I actually purchased land and built my house in the same farm that I think you're speaking of,
Yes.
that this was part of. So there are other double wides on the road also, so it's a mixture of types of residences, so I don't see an issue with it.
Anybody else have any questions? All right, thank you, Don.
Thank you.
All right. At 7:20, public hearing is closed. Mr. Waters.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, as I just stated, I know this area well because I live on the road, and there are approximately 4 other double wides with David Giles Lane's about 2 miles long, and it's 4 other double wides that I counted, and even a single wide. So, and it's a various type of residences. So, I make a motion in case S24-006 that we approve the application for the placement of the double wide.
Motion by Mr. Waters. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Second by Mr. Oakes. Thank you. Please cast your vote. I vote yes. Motion carries, 7 yeses, 0 no votes. All right, old business.
We do not have any old business.
All right, anything new?
I would just like to let you all know we will have a meeting next month. We have 3 rezoning cases and 2 special use permit cases on the agenda.
All right. Anything else? All right. 7:22.